7 everyday foods that secretly spike your blood sugar more than rice. Doctors say. Are you eating healthy, but your blood sugar is still all over the place? What if I told you that some of the foods you think are safe are actually spiking your glucose levels more than a bowl of rice? Welcome to Diabetic 365, the place for real, no-nonsense advice on managing your health. We all know to avoid candy and soda, but according to Dr. Raj Dasgupta, a leading medical advisor, managing your blood sugar is about a lot more than just avoiding sweets. There are sneaky culprits hiding in your kitchen that can secretly raise your blood sugar, stressing your body and increasing your risk for serious health issues. The good news is you can take control. By learning which everyday foods are secretly sabotaging your health, you can keep your energy steady and protect your body. Let's get into the 7 foods that are spiking your blood sugar and what you can do about it. 1. White bread. Let's break down why white bread is a secret sugar bomb. It all comes down to how it's made. The process of making white bread takes a whole grain and strips it of its most valuable parts, the bran and the germ. These are the parts that contain fiber and nutrients. What's left is just the starchy endosperm. Because of this, white bread is a refined grain. It's missing the fiber that would normally slow down digestion. So when you eat it, your body breaks it down into glucose, sugar, incredibly fast. This rapid absorption is a big problem. Dr. Dasgupta explains that this quick rush of sugar causes a sharp spike in your blood sugar levels. In response, your pancreas releases a large amount of insulin all at once. This constant cycle of spikes and insulin surges is hard on your body. Over time, your cells can become less responsive to insulin signal, a condition known as insulin resistance. This is a major risk factor for developing type 2 diabetes. So, while white bread doesn't taste sweet, its effect on your body is similar to eating a sugary dessert. It can be a major disruptor to your blood sugar control, leading to energy crashes and long-term health risks. It's a classic example of a food that seems harmless, but is actually a hidden culprit. 2. Low-fat flavored yogurt. Most people grab low-fat flavored yogurt from the store thinking they've made a healthy choice. It's often marketed as a perfect snack for a balanced diet. And while plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt is a fantastic option, packed with protein and low in carbs, its flavored counterparts are a completely different story. The main problem lies in what manufacturers do to make up for the fat they've removed. To keep the taste appealing and creamy, they load these yogurts with hidden sugar. So, while you're getting a low-fat product, you're also getting a significant dose of added sugar, which is often disguised under different names. This combination of low fat and high sugar is a recipe for a rapid blood sugar spike. Without fat to slow down digestion, your body absorbs that sugar almost instantly. Think of fat as a brake pedal on your digestive system. When it's gone, the sugar hits your bloodstream all at once, causing a fast and dramatic rise in your glucose levels. This sudden surge forces your pancreas to release a huge amount of insulin, sending your hormones into a frenzy. This constant roller coaster of sugar spikes and insulin releases is hard on your body over time. It can lead to energy crashes and make it much more difficult to manage your blood sugar in the long run. So, the next time you're at the store, check the nutrition label on that yogurt. You might be surprised at how much sugar is hiding in a product you thought was healthy. A better bet? Go for plain yogurt and add your own fresh fruit to control the sugar. 3. Dried fruit. Even for people watching their sugar intake, fruit is usually a good thing. Fresh fruit is full of fiber, and its sugar is balanced by water, which helps prevent a rapid spike. It's a key part of a healthy diet. However, dried fruit is a different story. It seems like a healthy snack, but it can secretly be a major problem for your blood sugar. Dr. Dasgupta explains that even if a dried fruit has no added sugar, a small handful can pack just as much, or even more, sugar than a candy bar. The reason is simple. When fruit is dried, the water is removed. This process makes the natural sugars like fructose and glucose incredibly concentrated. Think of it this way. To get 1 cup of dried apricots, you might need 4 or 5 cups of fresh apricots. All that sugar is now packed into a much smaller, easier-to-eat package. Without the water content and with the concentrated sugar, your body digests it very quickly. This rapid breakdown leads to a much sharper blood sugar spike than you would get from eating the same fruit in its fresh form. So, while a fresh apple is a great snack, a bag of dried apples can be a hidden danger to your glucose levels. It's a classic example of a seemingly healthy food that can do more harm than good if you're not careful. 4. Sushi. When you're trying to eat healthy, sushi often seems like a great choice. It feels light, it's not deep fried, and it's certainly a step up from a greasy burger. However, even a seemingly healthy sushi meal can have a hidden impact on your blood sugar. According to Dr. Anton, the problem isn't the fish, it's the white rice. Sushi rice is a highly refined carbohydrate with very little fiber. This means your body breaks it down into sugar very quickly, leading to a rapid spike in your blood glucose levels. You might not feel overly full, but your pancreas is working overtime to manage the sudden rush of sugar. To make matters worse, many of the delicious sauces that come with sushi, like eel sauce or teriyaki sauce, are loaded with added sugar. This only adds to the glucose spike, making the whole meal a lot less blood sugar friendly than you might think. This is a classic case of a health food having a surprising dark side. The good news is you don't have to give up sushi completely. Dr. Anton suggests a few simple swaps. You can ask for a roll wrapped in cucumber instead of rice, or choose sashimi, which is just the fish without the rice. Even asking for a thinner layer of rice can make a big difference. These small changes can help you enjoy sushi without the worry of a major blood sugar spike. 5. Potatoes. Most people think all vegetables are great for blood sugar, and many are. However, some vegetables, known as starchy vegetables, can actually raise your glucose levels quite fast. This is because they are packed with carbohydrates, which your body quickly breaks down and turns into sugar. According to Dr. Daniel Atkinson, a general practitioner, this makes potatoes a food to be careful with if you're trying to control blood sugar spikes. Potatoes are a very starchy vegetable. When you eat them, those carbs hit your bloodstream quickly, causing a sharp rise in glucose. This can be especially true for things like French fries or mashed potatoes, where the potatoes are highly processed. Interestingly, there's a simple and delicious swap you can make. While a white potato can cause a quick spike, sweet potatoes have a much lower glycemic index. This means your body digests them more slowly, leading to a much more gradual and manageable rise in blood sugar. So, next time you want a starchy side dish, consider swapping your regular potatoes for sweet potatoes. It's a small change that can make a big difference in how your body handles glucose. 6. Rice cakes. Next, I will explain in simple terms why they are problematic for blood sugar. I will define what a high glycemic index means in an easy-to-understand way, emphasizing that the body rapidly converts them into sugar. According to Dr. Dasgupta, the problem with rice cakes is their very high glycemic index. This is a measure of how quickly a food raises your blood glucose. Because rice cakes are made from puffed, refined rice, they have almost no fiber, protein, or fat to slow down digestion. When you eat one, your body breaks it down almost instantly. It's like eating a pure shot of glucose. Think of it this way. Instead of a gradual release of energy, a rice cake gives you a sudden and sharp spike in blood sugar. This forces your pancreas to release a flood of insulin to bring your levels back down. This roller coaster of blood sugar highs and lows is what leads to those dreaded energy crashes and cravings shortly after you eat. So, while you might see a light, airy snack, your body sees it as a concentrated hit of simple sugar. Over time, these constant spikes can contribute to insulin resistance and make it much harder to manage your overall health. That's why, for your blood sugar, a rice cake can be just as problematic as a dessert. 7. Fried foods. When you think of foods that spike your blood sugar, fried foods probably aren't the first thing that comes to mind. After all, They're savory, not sweet. However, Dr. Dasgupta warns that they are a hidden danger. The first issue is the breading. Many fried foods, like chicken tenders or onion rings, are coated in flours or starches. These are simple carbs that your body breaks down very quickly, just like it would with sugar. This rapid breakdown leads to a fast and significant rise in your blood glucose levels. The second and often more damaging problem is the unhealthy fats used in frying. Eating these fats regularly can contribute to a serious condition called insulin resistance. This is when your body's cells stop responding properly to insulin, making it much harder to control your blood sugar. It's a double whammy of a problem. The combination of high carbs from the breading and unhealthy fats creates a delayed but even more dramatic effect on your blood sugar. The fats can slightly slow down the initial sugar absorption, but they don't stop it. Instead, they lead to an exaggerated insulin response later on. Your pancreas has to work overtime to produce a massive amount of insulin, which is incredibly stressful on your body over time. So that fried treat is essentially a 1-2 punch against your metabolic health. We've just uncovered 7 of the most surprising foods that can secretly spike your blood sugar. From the white bread in your sandwich to that seemingly harmless rice cake, the key takeaway is this: sugar isn't just in sweets. By paying attention to refined carbs, hidden sugars, and the high glycemic index of some of these common foods, you can take a major step toward better health. If you found this information helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more no-nonsense advice. Take control of your health today, because what you don't know can hurt you.